I got my quarter, I got my reusable bags, I got my grocery list. Let's go into Aldi and see what we can get. So before I go into the grocery store, I come up with 7 meals. Generally, more of those are going to be our staples that we usually have on rotation. And then a couple of them are fresh new ones that we found online to see if it's something we like that we will add into our rotation. Of course, we always get fruits, vegetables, snacky type items. And then one thing that I always like to do is get a couple of extra things for the pantry. One thing I've learned is sometimes when the month is a little tight, then having those extras in the pantry, you can always come up with something to make that you already have on hand and you don't have to go to the store all of the time. I literally did that just a couple of weeks ago, went to the grocery store, only had to get things for 2 meals. Now, granted, they were some pretty expensive items, but I spent less than $30 for 2 crock pot meals that actually gave us leftovers that we were able to freeze and put in the freezer for future use. What I did is I got stuff for roast potatoes and carrots and then turned that into the vegetable soup. And then what was left over, we froze it. So now we've got vegetable soup in the freezer for future use. So anytime that you have that little extra bit, just grab you a couple of extra cans. And whenever money is tight, you're always able to come up with something. So what we have on our menu is shepherd's pie, green beans, potatoes with smoked sausage, potatoes with cheesy smoked sausage casserole type thing that you cook in the crock pot, fettuccine with homemade Alfredo sauce with mushrooms, absolutely delicious, steaks with mashed potatoes, and we're going to have mushrooms and onions. And then we are going to have like this dumpling soup. It's almost like a chicken pot pie filling with dumplings in the crock pot. We will absolutely have a few leftovers after these meals, so we will have a couple of extra nights of meals left out of that. And then, of course, there's always that luxury order pizza or Chinese night that we like to have every great once in a while. So this should last us for 2 weeks. Plus, we have food in the freezer and the pantry, as I already said, for what we like to call fend for yourself night. So this is how I feed my family of 3 for 2 weeks. Again, we have plenty of food at home. We have breakfast foods, all of the things. So this is just getting us dinners for the next 7 days, plus snacks and all the things. So make sure that you're following along in this channel. We don't only do budget meal ideas. We do everything from couponing, Dollar Tree hauls, makeup on a budget, anything that has to do with a budget, you're going to find that over here. So make sure you're following along. We would love to have you join the family. Also, let me know in the comments, what is your favorite go-to menu items? I love to add things into rotation for us to try. So make sure you comment that below. Also, make sure you stay till the end because I do have the receipt information on how much I spent for all of this. Like I said, this is going to last my family of 3 for 2 weeks or close to 2 weeks. So, and this is with leftover nights. So if you have a larger family, this should definitely give you some meal ideas, at least for your family. And also don't forget to grab the sneak peeks for next week. That is always a must-do grab. Okay, so we are back home. It's been several hours since our shopping trip, but my goal was to stay under $150, and we spent $133.35. So that was what I got for my family of 3 for the week. And like I said, we'll have a couple of leftovers nights, so this will actually last us longer than a week. So come back for more money-saving tips on different meals that we can do. And if you have any meal suggestions on a budget, leave those in the comments for all of us. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye, guys.